A dog walked happily, enjoying the warmth of the sun and the gentle breeze that rustled through the trees. In his mouth he carried a juicy piece of meat, a prize he had found after a long search. He came to a wooden bridge over a quiet stream, the water below shimmering in the sunlight. As he looked down, he saw another dog looking back at him from the water's surface. This other dog had a piece of meat too. It looked just as delicious as his own. The first dog felt a surge of greed, his eyes narrowing as he stared at the reflection. "I want that meat," he thought, imagining how much better it would be to have two pieces instead of one. He growled, lips pulled back from his teeth. The reflection growled back, mirroring his every move. The dog growled louder, opening his mouth wide to scare the other dog, determined to claim the second piece of meat. But as he opened his mouth, his own piece of meat tumbled out, slipping from his jaws. It fell with a splash into the water below, disappearing into the depths of the stream. The dog on the bridge was happy with his piece of meat until he saw his reflection in the water below. He learned a hard lesson that day. In his greed, he tried to snatch what he thought was another piece of meat. But in doing so, he lost what he had because he focused on what he thought he lacked. The meat slipped from his mouth and was gone. He compared himself to another, and in doing so, lost sight of his own good fortune. The reflection was just an illusion. We humans are often like that dog. We have our own blessings, but we get distracted by what others have. We look around and see what others have, what they achieve, and what they seem to be. This constant comparison can make us feel inadequate and unhappy. We compare ourselves, and this comparison can steal our joy, our focus, and even our progress. It can make us feel like we are not enough. When we constantly measure ourselves against others, we lose sight of our own unique journey and achievements. We build our happiness on shaky ground, always at risk of crumbling. Someone will always have more, seem better, or achieve faster. This is an endless cycle. This comparison traps us in a cycle of dissatisfaction. To find true happiness, we must focus on our own path and appreciate what we have. True strength comes from within. It is not something that can be given to you by others or taken away by external circumstances. It is a deep internal reservoir that you can tap into at any time. It comes from knowing your worth, independent of anyone else. This self-worth is not contingent on external validation or societal standards. It's about understanding and appreciating your intrinsic value. It's about recognizing your own values, your own journey, and your own definition of success. Each step you take, each decision you make, is a reflection of your unique path and personal growth. People who are truly self-driven don't waste time comparing. They understand that comparison is the thief of joy, and that their energy is better spent on their own endeavors. They are too busy building their own path. They focus on their goals, their passions, and their dreams, knowing that this is where true fulfillment lies. They understand that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, their own timeline, their own unique story. This awareness fosters empathy and respect for others' journeys. This doesn't mean we can't admire others or be inspired by their achievements. In fact, seeing others succeed can be a powerful motivator. But we must remember that our journey is our own. Each person's path is different, and that's what makes life so rich and diverse. Our focus should be on becoming the best version of ourselves, not a copy of someone else. Embrace your individuality, nurture your strengths, and celebrate your unique journey. The world is full of fleeting trends and ever-shifting measures of success. Material possessions and social status come and go, but your values, your character, your inner strength, these are the things that truly matter. Embrace your uniqueness, celebrate your strengths. Acknowledge your weaknesses without letting them define you. Focus on your growth, your learning, your own journey of becoming. Remember the dog on the bridge. Don't let comparison steal your joy or your progress. The greatest adventure you'll ever have is the journey of becoming yourself.